to check the crypto market. I couldn't make a video last 2 days, but I think that's a great opportunity right now to just take a look at what's happening in the market right now. It was quite a bit interesting. I think my prediction in regards to the movement of the BTC was quite accurate in the recent days, and BTC acted and worked pretty much as I was expecting. So that was good and interesting. Let's see how BTC actually worked and go through that. Also, today I'm planning to just go through it and take a look at a few other coins and see how they behave and how they work. So hopefully that can help you guys too to understand about the BTC movement. Also, apart from BTC movement, we are going to do a little bit of practice on how Bollinger Band works. In the previous videos, I showed you how you can use a Bollinger Band to just predict the price movement. But here we're going to take it a little bit further. First of all, let's take a look at the BTC. As you can see here, as I was predicted, after BTC just break out of this triangle, which was here, it just made a higher high, made a new all-time high here around close to 68,500 or something like that. And then we saw the price coming down to retest the previous all-time high area around 66. And it was previous all-time high around 65. So BTC price coming down, retested this area, and now with this big green candle, it's going up. I told you when it was coming down that don't worry, it's not going to go lower. So many people said, "Oh, is there any chance we come and see 60 area?" And I say it's very unlikely. With the current market, which we are in the middle of the bullish movement, it is very unlikely to see BTC coming back and retest this area unless it set a pretty much good new all-time high, which I think it's going to be around 74, 78. And before that, I don't expect any falling back or moving backwards. So that's how we see BTC at the moment. Right now, this 4-hour candle, it's a big confirmation that the price is going to go up. You can see even the week coming exactly close to, let me just bring this down so you can see the week, it's come and touch exactly around 65,700. And then it is the area which was the previous all-time high before this one. And as soon as hit that area, it was a lot of buying orders and pushed the price so high. Within 2 hours, price goes up from 65,700 to 67,800, 900, or even I think it's going to go beyond 68 soon. So that's what's happening with the BTC. I'm not really concerned about it. If we take a look at it in a higher time frame, so let's see 1 day. Okay, this is 1 day. And you can see this circle, which I made it there, as the place which I think it can be a good selling price. So simply, if we consider this as a starting point to here, and then we transfer this up from where the lowest spot was, it's telling us it's going to go, you see that line which I put, it's around 84, okay? Why I'm saying 74 to 78, it's the area to sell rather than 84, which is the target. It definitely will hit 84 at some stage. But don't forget that when we do this analysis, I'm not the only one do it. So many other TAs, so many other professionals exactly doing the same things. And they know that the target is 84. So when they know the target is 84, what they do, they normally set their selling price a little bit lower than that. And whales know that too. So whales know if the price hit the 84, it's going to be a lot of sell. So what they do normally is they decide to sell before the price hitting that range. So we normally seeing a shadow close to those areas, and then we see a little bit moving down. How far are we going to go down? I don't know. It's too hard to predict it right now, but I said something like 4 or 5 days ago that I expect 74 within 2 weeks. I think within 10 days, maybe less, we're going to see something above 74. Let's wait and watch. I might be wrong. I can't say I'm always right, but this is at least what the chart telling us. So uh, based on the chart, this is what's going to happen. You can see that clearly. If I use Elliott waves, you can see this is pretty much diagonal. You can see the wave up, down, up, down, up, down, 3 up and down. Then we had the wave 2 coming down again to 40 area. And the wave 3, you can see it's pretty much impulsive, apart from 2 red candles in a daily, or one, one of them is actually doji candle. We haven't seen much retracement. And then wave 4 retracement, it's just higher than the top of wave 1. And now we expect to see the wave 5. All right. What do we know about the wave 5? Wave 5 normally can be either similar size as wave 1 or can be 0.618 of wave 3. So if we want to use that calculation, this is the wave 1. If we put it there to there, and if we assume this is going to be exact same size as wave 1, then it's going to give us this prediction. Yeah, it's going to be around 81, okay? And if it's going to be 0.618 of the wave 3, then we have to see how much was wave 3. So let's calculate wave 3. Wave 3 was exactly 27.5. So if I calculate it right, 27,500, 0.618, it's going to be 17,000. So 17,000 from this, it's going to give us the target like this. 14, 15, 16, 17. 74,750. So if I consider all of these as the preliminary price, we're gonna see something like this: 74,750 and 84. So let's remove all of this. Then we know our target is going to be within this range. So what do we expect is, we expect the price goes up somewhere close to 74 something, close to 75 to 85. So this is the area which we expect after the BTC get to that. We see a slight correction before we're having another wave up. And that correction can be in any size. I'm not going to call it bearish movement, but it definitely, we're going to see one ABC somewhere like this. So for example, if it hit there, we're going to see A, B, C like this here before we see another movement up, which I think the next movement is going to take the BTC somewhere close to 100. I'm not saying if we are going to hit the 100 or not, but somewhere close to it. If next movement happen bullish, which I'm pretty confident it will. So this is what is about the BTC. I told you that I'm going to talk a little bit about the Bollinger Band when we get to this point. So let's take a look at the Bollinger Band and see what Bollinger Band telling us. This is the daily, okay? And normally what is happening is we said when the price getting out of the Bollinger Band, especially let's try it in 4 hours, it's much more accurate in 4 hours. You see, every time price in 4 hours time frame getting out of the Bollinger Band and coming back inside. You see here with this red candle come back inside. We're going to see price dropped to the center of the Bollinger Band. Exactly what's happened, at least to the center. Here, price get out. We get even to the bottom line. We get to here, then we go up. Here we get out of the Bollinger Band, and then we start going up, then again down, then again up. And here as well, we get out of the Bollinger Band, then we saw the downtrend coming here. So Bollinger Band by itself, it's telling us the price range, and if the price movement is happening in the buying zone or selling zone. So here it's telling us it's oversold, or sorry, overbought. So when it goes to outside band, it's telling you that it is overbought until the selling starts and it's get to the range which people saying, all right, now the price is good enough, let's keep buying again. So every time something like this happens and we go up and we get out of the band, getting out of the band telling us we are somehow it's overbought or oversold. So if like here, it's telling us it's oversold. It means so many sell has happened, price get out of the band, and now the buyer is coming to the market to pushing the price up. It is how Bollinger Band works, and you can combine it with a super trend. You can combine it with so many other indicators to just get some good results. But probably one of the best one you can combine it with, it's a divergence for many indicator. If you put that, it just shows you all the divergences. And when we have a divergence, it means we are going to see some changes in the trend. As you can see here, we had a divergence here on 4 different indicators: MOM, OBV, CMF, MFI. And when we saw this number of the divergences, it means the price is going to come down, especially if it's outside the band. Even here you can see we had the OBV divergence. We came in, but still wasn't enough to keep the price low. So still price going high, but as soon as get there, then we saw the price coming low. The reason of this, I can tell you that the resistance around previous all-time high, it here caused this red candle. It was a little bit of sell, but not enough to stop the beast to going up, and BTC continue its uptrend movement. Now that resistance tend to be a support. So now BTC got a very, very strong support around 66,500. So I think this is one of the supports which, bears gonna be struggle to break next time to push the price down. So that was a slightly discussion about Bollinger Band and BTC condition. As I said, I'm super bullish on BTC. I think we're going to see 74 to 84 soon. Let's take a look at the dominance of the Bitcoin. The dominance of the Bitcoin, as you can see, it kept going down until recently, which the price saw a new all-time high and go up. The good thing is, previous all-time high, we've been here at 47.5%. The new all-time high, we are around 44, so 3% less dominance on the new all-time high, which is higher than previous one. And that's a very, very good sign for the alts. It means there are more room for alts to grow. So I hope this has helped you to understand how the dominance works. If BTC keep rising the price in an impulsive way, I think again we might go up towards this 46 area. There is a possibility. But at the end of the day, I personally believe the real alt season is going to start when BTC see its final all-time high for this period or this cycle, which is, I don't know, 80, 90, 100, 120, whatever. When it's hit that new all-time high and set that and start going to do a correction, then we're going to see actually the dominance go down, but so many of the alts start actually moving up, and that's when really the alt season is going to start. So that was about the BTC dominance. You guys asked me to check some coins for you. Definitely, we're going to check the coins. The first one you asked was about the MIR. So I haven't taken a look at them since the last discussion we got, and you can see how interestingly it moves on my trend. You can see I said up and down, and now there is most likely we see a little bit lower movement here before we see a very big candle to go up and break this 4.1 resistance area. In a longer time frame, if you take a look at the MIR is bullish. Why? Because it's just break out of so many different triangles. Smaller triangle on a shorter time frame and a bigger daily time frame. Let's take a look at the 1 day. And in a bigger time frame on a bigger triangle from the top. But don't forget that a coin like MIR, which their price has been reduced significantly over the time, they are starting around 8 and now they are 3.5. So it is really hard to call them bullish until we can see some real rally on the price. I still think MIR got a good future, but at the moment it's breaking out, it is moving up, but any price less than 5.1, 5.2 for me is still high risk investment. Above 5.1, 5.2, definitely it is going to be a much lower risk in regards to investing on a coins like MIR. So if we want to take a look at how Bollinger Band gonna work on this case, so let's make this bigger and like this bigger. So let's put the Bollinger Band there. And we can clearly see what I told you, how good it works. You can see the price get out of the band, then with this red candle get back inside, then we saw all the movement down to this biggest support area, then we saw movement up, and now you can see Bollinger Band is tightening up, and we had a few weeks out of it, which pushed the price down again, and I think we're going to see a little bit more down before the Bollinger Bands start opening up and we see another wave up. So that's how we work with the Bollinger Band. Out of the band we go long, out of the band here we go short, and you can see here out of the band to here, if you go short you can go up to here and take a very good profit from it. Next coin was Shiba. I told you when we've been here somewhere close to 42, 43 that I'm bullish on Shiba. Shiba moved up to 58, sorry, much more than that, up to 64, and then it's keep accumulating. The problem is it's accumulating right inside this channel. So as long as it's inside this channel, even though it's stick to the top of the channel, it is still high risk. I'm just waiting for Shiba to break out of it, and as soon as it's break out of it, do the retest. I'm expecting another big leg up, probably towards 11. So right now is 5.2, and it's got the capability to double up very easily. But don't forget that Shiba was worked on a real big high. What does that mean? It means the community, the social media, the social influences worked very hard to hype the price. Okay, of course it was few very big buyers who come into it to just push the price that far, but the community they have is very strong, and that's what really make them see such a good result and outcome. Community is always important for a meme coins because fundamentally Shiba does nothing at the moment, but when it comes to the community support, it's got everything one coin need to push the price high. So there are some news about the Robinhood, about the other exchanges, which is going to be listed. Now they're talking about the contract with AMC Cinemas and all those sort of stuff, which is fine, which can really help Shiba's price to go higher than what it is. But don't forget, getting to that price means actually Shiba is going to be between the top 5 coins in the entire market. Is that going to happen? Yeah, possible. Is that likely to happen? I call it. Yeah, it is strange to see a meme coin can get over Solana and Matic and DOT and so many other big platforms, Avalanche and those platforms. But yeah, we saw so many strange things happen before, so that can be another one. I'm still bullish with Shiba, but it needs really breakout. So that was my TA on the Shiba. Let's take a look on the BTC ST USDT. Previously, before we just have this conversation, on the previous TA, it was working right on this trend, broke the trend on the lower line. So rather than just breaking out to the high, which was expected, it broke down and the price fall down. But the good things about it is, if we don't consider that trend, something like this, still the price is just accumulating right on this resistance. Sorry, this support. The support over there, it worked very well to keep the price there. You can see that here. And this range supported very well. Now with another leg up, provided the opportunity. So if we go something like this now, this is the new trend line. But don't forget that this 4-hour candle, which is very well reflect the 4-hour candle of the BTC, can actually considered as a breakout on a shorter time frame. Let's take a look at it in a 1 hour and forget about that bigger time frame. And you can see what am I talking about. Look at this. You see? This is definitely a breakout. So what do we expect from BTCT is just now this breakout. You can wait for the small retest, and then we expect the price going up. Is the price going up to break the bigger triangle? We don't know. I don't think so. I think it's going to go up there, and because of the BTC dominance, we might see another leg down. But we have to wait and see. If by any chance price can break out of the bigger triangle, there is a huge possibility that we see a very big rally towards the higher price, which I can tell you how much is that higher price. So yeah, there is a very big possibility that we can see the price even around $100. So let's wait and watch. At the moment, on a short time frame, there is a breakout on a triangle. Longer time frame, we haven't seen any breakout yet. We have to wait for it. If it breaks out of the bigger triangle, $100 will be the next target. So the next coin we're going to review for you, it's obviously Solana. Solana is the beast, It's one of the best performer in this year. It brought a lot of profit to the holders, and I can tell you that right now, again, we are seeing slightly a dip here. It's around 230. I told everybody to buy more Solana, but it didn't hit 230 yet, so probably even 240 is not too bad to enter. The targets which I set for it is around 310 and 380. Based on the Elliott. So based on the Elliott, the next target's supposed to be 310. Obviously, if you take a look at the wave, it is ending diagonal, up, down, up, down, up, down, and again another up and down until it hits here or the next one. So this wave, it is pretty much confirmed to me that's wave 5. So when we hit to this area, we have to be expecting some sort of corrections, even short or big, I don't know. Depends on the market. But I can tell you that the holders of the Solana today, they are pretty much the millionaires of tomorrow. So Solana is going to be the next Ethereum. If you have money, regardless of the price, just keep filling your bag. In 2 3 years time, you never can get Solana within these prices at all. So that's how I see Solana, and I think it's going to have a great future. Let's take a look at the Bollinger Band on the Solana, and as you can see it here in the 4 hour time frame, the price get out of the band, get back, come down, go up, come down. Now it's get out of the band and it was time to go long. So I think it's going to go up and probably open up the band and keep going higher. Probably this time we see 280 or something like that. And that trend line was probably where you could have expected to buy. Look at this. See, from this top to here and here, which kept the price, and now it's going up. So yeah, I'm pretty bullish on Solana. So if you want to be 100% sure about the movement, you want to wait a little bit until we see. If I make it 1 hour, it's probably more clear. Until we see some sort of breakout happening from here. It is right on the verge of the breakout, and if it's breakout and do the retest, probably we're going to see it's going to go up much more than where it is. So that's how I see Solana. So don't forget Solana. Solana is the coin that you're going to hear the name for many more times soon. Next one, Matic. Polygon. It's another favorite one of mine. You know, it just fall off the trend, but it just managed to get up very quickly. So I still think Matic is in the buying zone right now. Maybe if you want to ensure you're buying it in the right price, above 1.88, which is the Fibonacci resistance, you can buy it above that. What I see is going to happen to Matic is another leg up, right down, probably leg down, break out of the triangle, retest, and going up very fast and quick. So that's how I think Matic is going to behave right now. But the full target for it, it's around 2.65. That's the if I don't make a mistake, if I make it bigger, that's the target for the W pattern. Sorry. You clearly can see the W pattern from the previous all-time high. It was an all-time high, pushing here, go up, pushing up, and this one going to go higher. So it's going to go set a new all-time high, and then probably come back and retest the previous all-time high. If you buy Matic around 1.88 or something like that, I strongly advise you to keep it until somewhere close to 2.6 to 2.8, maybe even $3. It's going to bring you a very good profit soon. So don't forget about buying Matic. It's on buying zone, and it's a good coin to hold, obviously. Next one, it's Uni. Interestingly, I haven't touched the TA from the last time we discussed, and you can see clearly how interestingly it's going up to the resistance line, which I actually made. It's coming down, it's going up again. So if I compact this line, which I made, I can see that all this movement up and down, it's happened. And as soon as it's break out of this resistance, which is 27.75, we're going to see a retest and just probably moving up towards 38, which is the first target for the Uni. I discussed this before as well. I think with the total market cap hitting $3 billion, it is very good chance that most of exchanges coins just going parabolically high. We discussed about the OKB, which and the Hobie coin, and even Sushi, Uni, and so many other exchanges coin, which many of them actually gain a lot of money. And Unis just need another push to just start its rally too. So let's wait and see when uni is going to break that 27.75, and after that there is a very, very good chance that we can see a very big movement up. That's about the uni. Another one which I wanted to talk to you is about LTC, obviously. LTC, if you remember in the last TA we had, I discussed about the this line, which is the OBM, and I told you that you can get it from, yeah, they call it anchored VWAP, VWAP, if you want to call it anchored VWAP, which is actually give you similar things to the EMA or moving average, but from the point you want. And if you choose the previous high or previous low, it's give you a very accurate way to see the support levels. You can see from the previous high, it was under, one fake breakout here, which most of you probably remember. That was due to that false news. Then it's come again under. As soon as it's stable, the price above the OMA, finally it's breakout, and such a big breakout. You can see it's gone from somewhere close to 194 to almost 283, which is right now. And I think it's going to be a very, very good chance that we see it. Look, right now it's got a resistance here. You can see here, that's here, there is a resistance area. The next resistance is going to be here, which was a support for the top, resistance for that, and the next one is going to be the next top. So most likely we see all these two steps. How far it's going to go? It's going to hit the previous high, easy. But where it's going to be, go out of the fuel and probably coming down and going up, yeah, there is a possibility. I think it's going to pass this one. Then probably struggle a little bit here, coming a little bit down and going up again. So LTC was definitely brought a lot of profit in the last few days for many people. Even though if you wanted to take a look at it from the pattern perspective, you can see right now, it's just get out, retested, then accumulated a bit, and then bang. It's just get out of it and provide a lot of profit for the people who has been there. The last one we're going to check together today is obviously about the BNB. BNB, yeah, since our previous TA on the BNB, which was close to 500, yeah, it's hit all of my targets. It's go beyond my target, and it's come down afterward and now start going up. So let's take a look at the history. And in the history, you can see the previous all-time high. This is slightly a bit higher. So there is a very big resistance for the BNB to break. Somewhere close to this. And you can see that. If BNB really can stable the price above 700, then the $1,000 is just one step away. And I can tell you it's going to go very, very quick to 1,000. No, I really think it's going to struggle. Always it's the biggest point to break the previous all-time high, because the mindset of the market is the previous all-time high is a good place to actually take out profit. And you can see that, as we discussed before on the other coins, I said most people just put the selling price a little bit lower than the exact targets. And you can see it start coming down a little bit lower than the previous all-time high. And now it's going to attack it again. If it can break through, then it's going to be a major, major change for the BNB. Same as Ethereum, which just broke through the, whatever was that, 4,800. And now it's just set a new all-time high. So for the BNB, it's almost the same. I never was fond of BNB. it doesn't mean I'm not gonna trade it, but to me, I'm not gonna trade it at this stage at all. I'm gonna wait, obviously, to break and stable above 700. Then I might get into it, or I wait for it to reject from the all-time high, then might provide some opportunity to buy down tokens or whatever. I'm not actually. I'm not suggesting anybody do shorts or buying down token in the bullish market, because that's the most dangerous thing you can do. You just going against the market trend. Don't do that. That's very, very dangerous. All right, that was it about the market update. But I had some exciting news about the Lustcoins, obviously, which is they are our sponsors. They're helping me to have these sessions for you. And yeah, finally they got listed on one of the big exchanges, and they've done a little bit of marketing. I know the marketing is not the best. They're not the marketing people. They don't think it's necessary to just spend money in the when you have a very good cause to fight for it. But you know, I still not 100% satisfied about it. But yeah, that's their decision how they want to manage their marketing campaign. But surprisingly, the price was pretty much impressive. So let me just bring this down. So yeah, let's see if I can open up the chart here for you. All right. So let's get this expanded. You can see how amazingly the price moved up, and right now it's around 18. So it was what I was expected, to be honest. We received the news about the listing. The rumors started from here, and then when the news came out, it was right here around 008, and now it's 018. So when it was here, probably 33, 3.3 versus 18. So it's X6 since the previous low, which is, I think, 4 days ago, 5 days ago, maybe a little bit more, I'm not 100% sure. But a few days ago, let me see, it's 2nd of November. No, it's more than that, actually. 8 days ago. In 8 days, it's done X6, which is very amazing how the price managed to go out. It's gone very parabolic in the recent days. Specifically, here is the formal announcement come out. So I see a very great future for the coin. It's breakout of the few resistance. You can see obviously this resistance around 13. The resistance around 10 and 12 has been broken out. The next resistance obviously is going to be around 20, which is 2 cents per coin. Look, I mentioned that in many other conversations to many of the people. Don't put your life savings on any coin. You have to have a diversified portfolio. But if you want to invest 5 to 10% on any meme coins or any new coins coming out, this is your coin. Don't go anywhere else, because they had a good team. They had so many good news coming. They had a good roadmap and a white paper, and they're working so hard. And last few days, it was over 10, 20 exchanges contacted them for getting listed as well. Obviously, they're not going to take their offer. Maybe just a few of them. It doesn't matter how many exchanges you get listed. Actually, the quality of the exchange is more important. You have to, when you are doing the business, you have to ensure who you're going to bet with, and you don't want to link yourself to any any exchanges that they are not really well known, or they are not going to support you. The good things about the P2P, B2B was they've been very supportive in the process, and I think they are going to be a very good partner for Lustcoin. And I think that all-time high, which actually happened outside the, you know, the area of the trade, somewhere close to 10 cents to, I think the last one was 13 cents. It's not something really outside the chief, considering the market cap, considering that still it's pretty new and still there is a lot of chance for it to grow. Hopefully, everybody who just took my advice and bought it on a deep, they are enjoying it because, yeah, I think it's a good money. I know some people spend something like $1,000, and the $1,000 right now it's worth something more than $30,000. So good luck, everyone. Thank you, Lustcoin, for being our sponsor, and I hope everybody had a great evening. Talk to you soon, and cheers. Bye.